OMG, finally, nakuha na dyan nato itong uniform for this upcoming face-to-face classes.
True, tapos nindot pa dyan kaya ang design, no?
Sis, what do you expect? Private school, gumi.
Look, oh, di ba sila mga taga-public school? Nag-usa na sila diri.
Ew, mauna na suot ka na mo at school. So disgusting.
That's the reason na nandun sila kasi sila sa private school with yung proper outfit na sila ka-afford. How poor, like, atong allowance, salary lang silang parents, how they can buy clothes naman.
Ayaw na ba? Pabiyas na sila, manalaro ng smile.
Hindi ko masugot. Hinaon na nila.
Ay, ayaw ba?
Ala, shucks. Lahat ilok. Sabitan mo sa mga bumuli.
Ayaw na lang palihog, magkagubot kapag imo silang patulan.
Tara na ba? Wala, magyapon tayo magbuhat. Patulan pa nato na sila. Kumusugot na na. Damay, may mga pamilya.
Lendel, wala tay mahimo kung imo silang patulan ug atong patulan. Kwartahan sila kaysa nato. Sakit man kaayo paminawon, pero kaya ra nila baliktaron ang sitwasyon kay kwartahan sila.
Tama si Bia bay, kalma na. Mao nang eskwela ta kung mabawi na to ang di na to kaya abton. Sagdiira na sila bay.
Inspirational words kaayo.
Asa kaya tama na lang pagpalikamo mo?
Sakto din na, babae mo kwarta na sa tao, ipagsahin ka sa inyo. Inyong kwarta din na sa inyo, pero sa inyo nang ginikanan na. Tanay maayo ikaabot na inyong pagkamatapobre.
You may have fortunes that you can use to manipulate others with your unpleasant attitude. But wealth isn't enough to pay respect of those people who saw you earlier. Call them poor just because their parents work sa gamay lang kong salary. Guys, remember, dahil sa kanila, your parents' businesses remain stable. Nang dahil sa kanila, hindi na bankrupt ang kumpanya ng pamilya niyo. So, huwag kayong masyadong magpakampante dahil baka pagising niyo bukas, kayo lang nasa baba at silang nasa taas. Kung i-post ang nahitabo karon,
Sige para na ma-aware sila na night discrimination na nahitabo.
So this is the introduction of Marxism. Marxism is also under the psychoanalysis theory, which we are going to focus on our topic for today to the social equality of our society. So what does Marxism means? Marxism is a social, political, and economic theory originated by Karl Marx, which focuses to the social equality in our society, specifically the struggle between the equality of the capitalists and the working class, specifically in the bourgeoisie and the proletariat. So this also tackles about how does the society are divided into social classes, the high class, the middle class, and the low class. Marxism also aims to explain that even though we are in the high class, middle class, and low class, it aims also that we are equal in the society.
Next up is bourgeoisie versus proletariat. Bourgeoisie refers to capitalists who own the means of production and most of the wealth in the society. The bourgeoisie are the owners of capital, purchasing and exploiting labor power, using the surplus value from employment of this labor power to accumulate or expand their capital. It is the ownership of capital and its use to exploit labor and expand capital are the key here. Examples of the capital class include business owners, shareholders, minority, people who own factories, machinery, and lands. Next in bourgeoisie is proletariat. Proletariat refers to wage earners who do not own means of production and must sell their labor to survive. This is the ordinary laborers who do not own the means of production, such as factories, buildings, and materials have little power in capitalist economic system.
When did the Marxism begin? Marxism is a philosophy developed by Karl Marx. in the second half of the 19th century that unifies social, political, and economic theory. It is mainly concerned with the battle between the working class and the ownership class, and the favors communism and socialism over capitalism. Thinkers and their contributions. Karl Marx was a German philosopher during the 19th century. He worked primarily in the realm of political philosophy and was a famous advocate of communism. He co-wrote the Communism Manifesto and was the author of Das Kapital, which together formed the basis of Marxism. Friedrich Engels. Friedrich Engels, sometimes anglicized as Friedrich Engels, was a German philosopher, critic of political economy, historian, political theorist, and revolutionary socialist. Engels is famous for his authorship with Karl Marx of some of the most influential works in the history of socialism. Vladimir Ulyanov. Vladimir Ulyanov, better known by his alias Lenin, was a Russian revolutionary politician and political theorist. He served as the first founding head of government of Soviet Russia from 1917 to 1924.
Effects of Marxism. Marxism has had a profound impact on contemporary culture. Modern communism is based on it, and most modern socialism derives from it. See socialism. It has also a tremendous effect on academia, influencing disciplines from economics to philosophy and literary history. The advantages and disadvantages of Marxism. The pros of Marxism. Number 1, it creates a system of true equality. Number 2, it promotes the rights of unions. Lastly, debt is a rarity. The cons of Marxism. Number 1, it eliminates the concept of private ownership. Number 2, it abolishes religions. Lastly, there are no opportunities for entrepreneurs. The pros and cons of Marxism show encouraging benefits because of the emphasis of equality, but also show that this system of government could be easy to abuse. Karl Marx saw problems and attempted to fix them through this philosophy. By examining the key points he created, we can each move toward a community and economy that best benefits everyone.
What is social equality? Social equality is a state of affairs in which all individuals within a specific society have equal rights, liberties, and status, possibly including civil rights, freedom of expression, autonomy, and equal access to certain public goods and social services. What is the problem? According to Pickett and Wilkinson in 2018, that inequality causes a wide range of health and social problems, from reduced life expectancy and higher infant mortality to poor educational attainment, lower social mobility, and increased level of violence and mental illness.
How to solve this problem? The key to reducing inequality is better education, better healthcare, social safety nets, and higher and broader economic growth, especially in agriculture, by Edwin Lacerda. To reduce inequality, we must understand its causes and consequences, which can be complex and deeply rooted in social, economic, political, and instrumental systems and resources. I have here 5 ways on how to solve this problem. Number 1, facilitate safe migration and mobility and tackle irregular migration. Second is increase economic inclusion and create decent work and higher income. Third is enhance social services and ensure access to social protection. Fourth is foster pro-poor fiscal policies and develop fair and transparent tax systems. Lastly, encourage domestic resource mobilization and stimulate public and private sector development.
The Marxism theory originated by Karl Marx not focuses only to the struggles itself, but also it has messages and it has a lot of aims to be understood by the people, especially that Marxism aims to give justice towards the equality of the people in the people who are in the high class, middle class, and low class. It talks about the fairness of the people. We are diverse. The diversity, especially when we are going to tackle about the opportunities given to every individual in a specific society, that opportunities must be open and given to all individual, even though you are in high class, middle class, and low class. And in that, we can give a prosperity and peace to our community and our society, not just society and community, but the nation itself.
Lastly, all human beings are born free and equal. Everybody has an idea of what equality means. It is the state of being equal in a status, rights, or opportunities. It's about fairness, justice, and non discrimination, ensuring that every individual has an equal opportunity to make the most of their lives and talents, and believing that no one should have poorer life chances because of where, what, or whom they were born, what they believe, or whether they have disability. Thank you.